ALB's Uke Tunes.
Hey everybody, welcome back to ALB's Uke Toots. I'm glad you're back with me again. Today we're going to talk about buying a ukulele. It is a question every new student of the uke has, and we're going to talk about some basics that you want to look for today. So I have my 4 ukes out here, so this is a good day for you to meet the ukes too. I have a banjolele, two sopranos, and I have a tenor ukulele. And so I'm excited for you to meet them. You've already met Turtle and the Banj. She, no name yet. Let me know if you have ideas. So why don't we start here? I'll talk about the banjolele and then get into practical choices for your first one. I would not suggest buying a banjolele as your first ukulele. So we'll go from here. But this is a great little uke. It's really fun to play in my band, Bama Skiffle. I told you about that on the last video. Because it has a fun bluegrass sound without having to learn the banjo. I mean, banjos are heavy and you have to have the little hook pick fingers, and this because those strings are metal and they hurt. And this is actually a really good alternative to actually playing the banjo but still having that great sound, you know. So she's actually she has I'm going to tell you a little bit of her statistic, the facts about her. She's a Kmise Banjolele, Kmise. I'll show you that word right here. Actually, it's right here on her. Herm, right there. Kmise. And the Kmise Banjolele, it was a gift, so I'm not totally sure how much she ran me, but I'm thinking 150 probably from what I've looked up on the World Wide Webs. I am going to include links today to all the ukuleles I talk about because I want you to be able to look at them yourselves and see what you see. These are Aquila Super Nile Gut strings, and these are really good strings. They're on pretty much every ukulele we're going to talk about today. So the main thing I would say for a new ukulele player, just avoid any kind of plastic strings. You just want to make sure that they're really good nylon strings that you're getting because they'll stay in tune better. And I don't know if you've ever, I gave my nephew a guitar, like a toy guitar, a Toy Story themed guitar that I had bought him at Kids R Us. And I tuned it for him because it had 4 strings. I was like, it's like a ukulele. Well, they were plastic, so they never stayed in tune, but it was cute to watch him play. But had I wanted to actually make music with that instrument, you have to have nylon strings. That's just where it's at. But the Kmise has the neck and back is sapel, and the top is cursite. So that's the facts about her. Her. It weighs 2.65 pounds. So it's a heavy banjolele, but a great instrument. And, I can't wait for the strings to settle. I need to keep playing him as much as I can, which is what I tell you guys all the time. The number one secret to mastering the ukulele, daily ukulele. Yeah. Okay, well, let's move on. Now I'm going to talk about Turtle. So this is Turtle. I love Turtle. Turtle's such a good little uke. And Turtle is actually a snail. Turtle's a UKS 220, and she is laminate wood with a rosewood outer veneer, and the body is actually a finished satin coating, so you can see she's smooth. She's not shiny, but she's smooth. And something that she has in common with my tenor is that she has this really pretty binding. Now, binding is not necessary when you're buying a uke. It's just really pretty. It's not going to change the sound. It's not going to change the way you play. It just looks pretty. And we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But yeah, she's a pretty uke. She is easy to tote around. She came with this case. I actually got her at Brooks Brothers well, it was a gift, but I picked her out at Brooks Brothers in Montgomery. Great music shop, and they can give you great advice when you're buying something, and I always think it's best to shop local if you can. And other than Guitar Center, I think people tend to have pretty good ukulele selection these days. Thank you. Ukuleles, woo! And so she came with this hard case, and it's a pretty good hard case. It's padded, and it has a pocket on the front where I could put any number of things. Lipstick, tissue, chapstick, or a tuner, or money, or whatever, you know. So, Turtle stays in tune really beautifully, and that is why she goes pretty much everywhere I go. I just throw her in the car. Well, I gently place her. I don't throw her. I mean, y'all know. That would be ridiculous. But yeah, she was probably about $150. Now, one thing I would not have chosen is gold tuners. It's kind of like the way I prefer jewelry. I don't like having gold tuners, but who cares? Moving on. Okay, now I am going to talk to you about my first love. His name is Lord Bluefellow. I went abroad with the group, the Jive Aces. They're the UK's #1 swing band, and they are fabulous blokes. And my dance group, the Satin Dolls Pinup Army, which is taking over the world. We have Paris Dolls, London Dolls, Hollywood Dolls. So when I was in the Hollywood Dolls of the days of old, we went on a couple of UK tours. And on the first one, I said, I want to buy a ukulele. I had talked to a friend of mine on set, and I said, I want to buy a ukulele. I want to buy, he said, I can really see you playing a ukulele. And I was like, what is he talking about? His name is Orion. Hey, Orion, if you're watching this, you inspired all of this. And so I told one of the band guys, I want to buy a green ukulele when we're over there. And he was like, we'll find a music shop and we'll get you a uke. Well, we got me a uke, but there was no green ukulele, and I'm glad, because it turns out if I had bought, I don't know why, but Kala and Makala seem to be related as a company, and the Kala ukuleles have different variations. So the kind of ukulele I would have bought, the green one, would have had no dolphin, which is fine. I wasn't like, I need a dolphin, but it also had like plasticky strings on it. And so I'm lucky they didn't have that day. So I bought Lord Bluefellow to the tune of like 25 pounds, and he came with this case. I think we bought like 5 Satin Dolls bought ukuleles that day, and we had a tuner thrown into the mix, and so I got this case. So this case is padded on the inside. It's a great little case, and I have stuck stickers all over it, traveling stickers that I printed out, and also just fun little stickers: Alabama, Apple, London, Paris, LA, my initials, ALB, Stratford upon Avon, Eno, love those hammocks, Bahamas, California, London, Nice, France, and then the Human Rights Campaign. So, I've got my little Satin Dolls luggage tag on there, Betty Lou, and I fell in love. I fell in love with Lord Bluefellow. Anyway, so here's Lord Bluefellow. He sounds good. Now, he is composite. I found Lord Bluefellow's brothers and sisters on Amazon for like $69.99. Amazon Prime, and it will have a gig bag with it, and I think a tuner too, but I'll send you the link. It's composite. The strings are Aquila Super Nile Gut, those special strings that we all want, and a walnut fingerboard. And like I said, his body is composite. You can see how shiny he is, and that's why. He's not made of wood. But it doesn't seem to affect his sound. He still sounds good even though he's not in tune. Sorry, Lord B. took this ukulele, Lord Bluefellow, with me when I was on Let's Make a Deal. And I dressed like a German beer garden hostess. And Wayne Brady said, the girl with the little guitar. And I went on and I won a kitchen. So this is a snazzy ukulele. I will say for the beginner player, it's fun to have like a pretty ukulele when you're like, I don't know how to play this. It just like, it makes it more tempting to pick it up and play it. I can't explain it. But I can tell how old he is because like these tuners are starting to look a little yellowed. No offense. I love you. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put him away now. But yeah, you can get him. He's colorful. He's fun. He has lots of colorful brothers and sisters. I teach free ukulele lessons at the local library the second Monday of every month or something like that when we're not in quarantine. You know what I'm saying? And they have like 5 of those ukes. And I think it helps the kids to come to take lessons because they get to play those colorful ukes. It's an all ages class. So, you know, I've got people in their 60s and I've got people who are 7, you know, so it's fun. Oh, without any further ado, this is Lady Nuke. She is a tenor and she has bindings just like Turtle, but no bindings here. Although I think that's just aesthetics, but, well, they're both just aesthetics, but I got you remember, in Oregon. She has a brilliant sound. She's beautiful. She's out of tune, but remember I told you she has a tuner built in. Okay, so this is where she gets fancy. Her G is in tune. C, not so much. So I'm going to go down and back up. And now she sounds great. Beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. Oh, let me turn off your tuner. Okay. So she is, like I said, she's a tenor Yuki, and her strings are a keyless super Nile gut. Mm-hmm. Did I tell you Lord B is $69.99? Yeah, I think I did. And Lady is on there to the tune of $289.99, and I was so proud of her when I found out. And I don't know how to say this word, but bacote. She's made out of bacote, dark wood from Mexico. And so that's why she has all this like really interesting wood detail. She's just a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. And the binding is maple rope. And that, I'm telling you, she is actually special edition 3. There are many special editions of this kind, but she's a KA, I think I wrote this down, didn't I? No, I did not. She's a KA BFTE 3, edition 3. And she has a satin finish, a finger bed of walnut, and she has a mahogany neck. And she is special, very special to me, as you can tell. But this is the one I take. She's 1.9 pounds. This is the one I take to gigs where I have to be louder, where I have to be plugged in. This is the only uke I have right now that plugs in. So she has a pickup. This is a pickup. And you plug your pickup wire into the pickup, and then that's how you amplify the sound. So she has a little battery pack too. You open that up, and you can insert your batteries. She takes 2 of these type of batteries, and you can adjust the bass and the treble of your sound. And so that's, now you've seen why I've fallen in love with her, and Lord Bluefellow, and why I highly recommend. Now, I did find one that I thought would be the perfect ukulele for the beginner. I don't have it, but it's the Kala 15S. And it has die-cast chrome tuning pegs, which means even though it's a brand new even though it's a brand new beginner ukulele and very inexpensive, and I'll tell you how much in a second, it stays in tune beautifully. And it has Graph Tech New Bone nut and saddle, which apparently is really cool, and also has those Old Faithful Aquila Super Nile Gut strings. And it is made out of, instead of composite like Lord Bluefellow, which is what I would normally have told you to buy, it's made out of mahogany wood so that it has what they say is sweet highs and mellow lows. So as you can imagine, that's a pretty sweet thing to have. She's whatever he or she, whatever you decide, satin finish and a walnut fingerboard under the strings. So that's the Kala 15S. They make a killer ukulele. They make beautiful ukuleles. So does Snail. So does Kmise. I mean, all these companies do. And you can't go wrong with those companies. But this one would be the Kala 15S runs at $50.35 without a gig bag on Amazon, and it's $56.99 with one. Now, if you wanted to get this particular ukulele and the gig bag, I would try calling your local music store and having them order it for you if you're not in a big hurry. And if it's on Amazon Prime and that's your thing, go for it. I mean, I have noticed Amazon's been really slow lately, but I wish you luck in buying your ukulele. If you need more help, please comment and let me know, and I'm happy to offer you whatever I can. And practice that ukulele on the daily. And thank you for joining me today for ALB's Uke Tunes. And we'll see you later.